Welcome to Mount Pleasant Middle School of the Visual and Performing Art Kids on Stage Americana Central Time radio show, the only STEAM-powered radio show in the world. That's science, technology, engineering, Americana, art, and math. I'm Cowboy Concepcion, and we are live today with Dr. Tim Drinkwine, the principal of Mount Pleasant Middle School. Drinkwine, anytime STEM comes up, we all know that the one place to go in Tennessee is the Tennessee STEM Innovation Network, or TSIN. And I understand that Mount Pleasant Middle School of Visual and Performing Arts last year became a model status STEM school, along with Mount Pleasant Elementary School and Mount Pleasant High School, making it the only pre-K through 12 STEM cluster in the state of Tennessee. And so I'd like to ask you about some things in relationship to TSIN, if other schools are interested in becoming a STEM school. I know there's probably a lot of schools out there that aspire to have this designation of a model status through TSIN, and I understand that there are 4 attributes that those schools would have to really focus on, and old Cowboy Concepcion really likes the number 4, so let's look at that 4th attribute, which is achievement. Dr. Drinkwine, as you went through the TSIN designation process to achieve that model school status, what kind of variety of assessment did your teachers provide to students?
Yeah, a variety of assessments is super important, and we do just that. We have an implementation of a variety of assessments that occur all across the building and across grade levels. Through 4 square planning, our cross-curricular teams collaborate to implement a smattering of assessments, such as implementing design thinking and modeling, where students can even build models. For example, we had a group of students building a scaled down model of dog sleds by using mathematical measurements and scale. This was all part of a PBL built around the famous Iditarod, that dog sled race up in the Arctic regions of North America, as portrayed in the text Call of the Wild. So we integrated using Call of the Wild as our central text, and using the engineering design process through math class and through science class to develop these sleds. Now, students work together in collaborative groups, and so they used group assessments. So when we're talking about assessments, they're using group assessments. They're also assessing themselves, so using these self-evaluation, self-assessments, these peer assessments, performance assessments, right? Seeing how do these dog sleds, when these students are building them, how do they measure up to the criteria of quality that our students are creating through rubrics. So we're implementing rubrics, and all of that is used to determine mastery.
Wow, that's amazing to hear. I know that anytime I see that word plan or planning, I know that time is involved. And so, Dr. Drinkwine, what did the planning time look like for these teachers? And when did that planning time occur?
Yeah, planning is super important. We want to respect our teachers' time. We want to value their time, and so it's very important for us to be intentional with planning, right? So what does that planning time look like? When do teachers plan? Well, we organize weekly common PLCs in which teachers can use their 4 square planning process during collaborative, common planning times together in this collaborative culture. That's super important. And it's across content areas. And they do that weekly. So they do it during the school day. We do that monthly. We do it quarterly by semester. And then yearly, we are planning together around these collaborative, design thinking infused PBLs. It's really important to us. And I think we do a really good job of implementing these planning times so that teachers can assess the work that students are doing, evaluate and analyze any data that they need to make the planning times even better.
Well, Dr. Drinkwine, that sure was informative, and I'm sure that any school that's interested in achieving that model status through the Tennessee STEM Innovation Network will really appreciate your diving into that achievement for them, and can check that out and reach out to you. So we appreciate you being on the Mount Pleasant Middle School Visual and Performing Arts Kids on Stage Americana Central Time radio show, the only steam-powered radio show in the world.
Thank you.